What's going on, guys? Pumpernickel 2003 here, and welcome to BreadCraft Season 2, Episode 2. As you can see, at this point in time, I'm gathering materials. Now, part of the rules of the server were that you had to do something other than just play regular survival Minecraft. You're supposed to do one of the three things. Become a shopkeep and have multiple shops within the shopping district. Currently, I have one. Planning to make two. You are supposed to make a mega build, which was supposed to be number 3, which is what I'm doing in this little video thing. Currently, I'm trying to remember what number 2 is, but I don't have to because I just need to tell you what I'm doing here. So I'm making my first mega build. I currently have been working on my rustic house, which was my starter house, and then over the mountain and through like a patch of woods, my modern house, which is going to be my permanent house. I've been working on these two things for plenty of time, and I haven't been gracious to mega builds, so I'm going to be making a mega build. And now it's not the biggest mega build that I could have made, but for a first mega build, it's not too bad in size. And of course, I had planned to make it bigger or make a second one next to this, but I didn't like the way the second one came out, so I deleted it from the recording, mined it up. So currently, that's where I am in this episode. I'm just building away at what appears to be mainly just cobblestone. I mean, I gathered a lot of cobblestone for a reason. I gathered a lot of sand for a reason. And so now, as you can see, I'm building a little hole. And at this point in time, I don't have enough cobblestone. I'm gonna go mine a lot more cobblestone later. And I'm using my netherrack as scaffolding because we don't have bamboo yet. I'm going to go on a bamboo hunt one day, and I'm going to get bamboo. I'm going to make a bamboo farm. That's going to be probably my most profitable shop because I'll probably sell it as well. But it just kind of looks like I'm making a floating little tube. And throughout this little clip, you're going to see me fall a lot because I was bad at, staying up in high places. I really want to get an elytra so I can get up and down easier. So now it just seems like I'm building off of it. I don't know if you can already tell what it is or not. If you can, good for you. You kind of figured it out much quicker than I was figuring out what I was building anyway. You probably figured it out much quicker than the average person. Because at this point, it looks really weird. It kind of looks like dumbbells that went wrong. now it's kind of taking shape. You can kind of see where I'm coming from. If you can't, take your time. You'll figure it out eventually. Currently, I'm just fiddling around with my quote-unquote scaffolding, trying to get underneath this build and trying to build underneath it, give it more shape and texture and stuff. Or not texture, but just more shape. And now I'm building out the sides because I realized if I build up the walls from now, it's going to look really boxy. It's going to look pretty bad. It's going to look bad anyway. I'm building it, but you get the point. You get the gist. Yeah, that's exactly where I fight phantoms for the first time. That was fun. My boss was like my best bet. Fiery Boy is really strong. But phantoms just spawn so much and so quick. It was really hard to build and fight phantoms off at the same time. But out of all those phantoms I fought, I got one membrane, which was a little upsetting. But back to the build. If we could ever stop fighting phantoms. Probably really tell what it is now, and if you don't, I'm about to spoil it for you. It's a rocket ship, and that kind of gives away the title of this episode. It's a plane rocket ship, kind of like a space shuttle. It's meant to be a rocket, but it can also be a plane. And I've seen a lot of people do the really cool gradients with stained glass, making it look like smoke, changing it from white to gray to black, just making it look really nice, really cool. I tried to do that. I was a little unsuccessful because I built it from one layer and then went up, and then it just looked very flat on the bottom, which is why most people do it with chimneys because you can't really get that too terribly wrong. As you can see, I saw it was really flat, and then I did something about it. Now, the something I did about it, I didn't do on the other side, just going to give you a heads up, but I jumped down and placed blocks as I fell. And I didn't do that for the second side. I don't know why, probably because, you don't notice it that much over there. So I was working on the smoke. I ran out of black ink, so I had to go squid hunting. I did not like that at all, because squid don't spawn when you need them. See, this is where I attempt and fail once to try and build down, and then I go all the way back up. And I was successful the next time, but I broke a block, and I was like, that was probably a bad idea. And here I start putting in the second thruster, and then start putting the gradient smoke. Once I finished with those, I went on with the body, because I didn't have much done. And originally I had planned to do a blue tractor beam going over the water. That way it looked like, the water was kind of coming up with the tractor beam. And that's just kind of how you got up and down. Well, I was like, well, I already did the smoke gradient on the back. This is why I was getting so much sand. I was thinking about it as I was getting sand. I was like, well, I already did the smoke on the back to make it look like it's flying forward. The tractor beam going straight down is just going to look weird, and then it at a curve, you're just going to drown because you wouldn't have enough time to get up to the top. And then parkour, that would just be really annoying for people and be the complete opposite of a tractor beam. So I was just like, let's ditch the tractor beam and let's think of something else we can do. Of course, that is after I got 8 stacks of sand. Now, once I finally decided I'm just going to ditch the tractor beam, I started working on the body again. I had to finish the roof, and I had planned to do similar thing like the tractor beam, but just with the roof in the bottom, kind of like a blade of water, or just a little blade of water that you could ride down. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, that didn't go well. I ended up doing pistons that you pull the levers from up top and you drop in. You pull levers from the bottom and it closes it. And then to get out, there's in the floor another set of pistons. And you press a button and it opens the piston and you ride down. And also initially, I planned on having another plane that, like the stealth bomber kind of looking things, but it turns so it was at an angle, and that's what you use to get up onto the main ship. You ran up the side of the plane onto the left thruster of the main ship, and you used the pistons and you got in. Then I didn't like the look of the stealth bomber plane, so I just got rid of it. Because I thought I'd have to make it thicker because it looked super thin and it just looked stupid. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have to make this thicker. Well, I'm not really running out of cobblestone, but it just seems like too much effort to, just have an entrance. And so I bailed on that plan as well. I got rid of it completely and kept working on the main ship itself. And to be honest, it didn't turn out that bad. Once I had finished with the ship, I used the replay mod, added some light sources in. I forgot to take down some torches, but I added light sources in so it'd look a little bit cooler, I guess. And then I finished off the glass in the back for smoke. I don't think it turned out that bad. I kind of like it. The nose on the front, I'm not a big fan of, but you know what? It's fine. So, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and yeah, thank you, and see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.